Hi, my name is Stephen Mendoza. Once again, I would like to present to you a very simple recipe of plantain or banana. How to fry a banana. Because some of my friends, they were asking me really how to fry this plantain. Make sure you get the yellow plantain, which is sweet. This is also for dessert. Take off the edges, and when you cut the banana, or however thin or thick cutting, you have to cut it with the peels. Don't remove the skin. You have to cut it with the skin. See, this plantain is very sweet and very it's ripe, so it's so important to leave the skin when you are cutting the plantain or banana. We're using now the yellow banana, which is also for dessert, sweet and also for dessert. First, take the 2 eggs and half and slice it into 4 or 3, but make sure you leave the skin while slicing. Then after you slice, that's the time you have it's the time you have to peel it off. Take off the skin so it will be ready to fry. This time we fry it with the flour. So I have 3 tablespoons of flour. It's a little bit, it's a little bit, it's not a heaping. You could see 3 of this. Then add water, around maybe half a cup of water, and stir it thoroughly until it becomes as thick as you wish. Just keep stirring it. I repeat, this is for dessert. It's not really a main course. This is for dessert, so you have to pick the yellow banana or the sweet banana. You see, by mixing it, make sure that there's nothing left. It will the flour has to be dissolved thoroughly. Then what you have to do is dip the plantain or the banana, around maybe 5 or 3 of them, dip it into your mixture. Then you could fry it now. Make sure to fry it in a hot oil, not really hot, but around maybe half a cup of oil, any kind of oil, cooking oil, half a cup of cooking oil, and mix it again. Make sure that it's really the flour is really dissolved. Then you could put now the plantain. It's not so really hot, but this will be okay. See, just for one side first. Then when it cook and it will turn out like maybe a little bit brownish, that's the time you do the other side. the plantain, you could buy it in any store, any shopping mart, any grocery store, and you could buy it in mostly in a Spanish store, which is very popular for them to have a plantain. As you could see, it's a little bit boiling now. You see the flour really stick into the plantain, and that's the purpose of it. It's coated with flour. Plantain is coated with flour, so that the moist will be inside, and the sweetness of the plantain will remain. You don't have to add any sugar on it as long as the plantain is sweet. No sugar, just flour and water. And then when it's if you see that it doesn't stick anymore, I think that's the time you have to flip it up and do the other side. But for the meantime, we have to leave it in a few minutes before we turn it over. This plantain could also be used for a side dish. As you see, most of the people like it as a dessert, but also you could use this as a side dish in any course or in any meal you want. As long as there is but the secret of this is to serve the plantain is to have it coated with flour and water. You see, it's really cooking fast, very fast. Now it's really done on the other side. That's how we have to turn it to the other side. But at least it's nice if that is all brown a little bit, but we don't want to wait for so long for the result of this, to have it cook. So this is it, and as I say before, they also have this as a side dish. Now I think this is all done. You see, it's a little bit crunchy now. It takes maybe 5 minutes to cook it, and this is recommended to have it serve is like a little bit hot, not overnight cooking. Serve it a little bit hot. So you have to prepare this at the time of your activities or at the time of your party, so that it will be nice and not saggy. So this is how to make the plantain. I know there's a lot of banana around, but some of them they do just ignore it to be a dessert or to be like a side dish. But this is one way of making the plantain. Some of them, they want it a little bit brownish, and like we do, it's not really brown. But I think this will do. So what I'm going to do now is take it out from the frying pan, and maybe we could put some we could put it in a dish. We use this type of, see, it's turning brown, and That's the real thing. This is it. This is the perfect one. Perfect. It's a little bit brown. Now we took it from the skillet and put it here to take off some of the existing oil. Then we could serve it as a dessert. Or maybe we recommend it to serve it with coffee. And so this is the outcome of it. Fried plantain. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Stephen Mendoza. And just don't forget to watch in my channel. Thank you. More recipe to come.